Sometimes our emotions can absolutely ruin our lives. When you get really upset, you say things that you don't mean. When you get really fearful, you're paralyzed into taking actions, although you know that it's imperative that you do take those actions. And it's not only in negative states of emotion that we make poor decisions. When we're in heightened positive states of emotion, we also make bad decisions. This is why lottery winners go broke.
Yes! Yeah!
Or that you spent a little bit too much money out after you got that bonus check.
You got to be kidding.
Or you find yourself blowing off obligations and blowing off your friends and your relationships and even your health once you find that special someone that you're just absolutely in love with and you almost become consumed by them. So how do we stop our emotions from running our lives? And how do we stop emotions from ruining our lives and finally take control and make decisions based on our values and our beliefs and not our emotions? See, emotions are necessary for us to make decisions. They act as a compass as to what moves we should make next. We feel good about something, you want to gravitate towards that. You feel bad about something, you want to run away from it. So how do our emotions get the best of us? They get the best of us when we become outside of our emotional frame. So here's what that means. It means that we see the world in two different ways. One, objectively, the way that the world actually is, facts. And two, subjectively, the way that we feel about the things that we actually see. And when you're outside your frame, your brain switches from objective first to subjective next, and it flips it the other way around. So suddenly, when you're with these heightened states of emotion, you find yourself seeing things subjectively first. How do I feel about this situation? And then making a judgment of what it objectively is. So I feel this way, so it must be this way, opposed to this is what is going on, and now this is what I feel about it. In order for you to get your emotions to get out of your way, and so you can make decisions that are within your value system and within your belief system, you've got to have a strategy to switch from subjective first to objective first. So I'm gonna give you a three-step process on how you can do that so you can finally master your emotions and quit letting them ruin your life. The first step is you have to realize that you're outside your frame. Now this is a little bit tricky because this is really a game of awareness, but you can tell that you're outside your frame when you start getting heated emotionally, when you start feeling like you kind of want to interrupt the other person, or the biggest thing to notice when you're outside your frame is that you're not thinking about consequences of your actions. So step one, realize that you're seeing the world subjectively first and then objectively by noticing these heightened states of emotion, by you getting really, really excited or really, really angry or really, really fearful, and then making choices not based on what's wise in the future, but making choices based on just the way that you feel. So step one is recognize that you are making emotional decisions. So step two is take a break. Now, if you're just angry on a phone call, take 3 deep breaths. Just those 3 breaths might one day save your life, save your relationship, save your business. It might save the situation that otherwise might ruin your life. Now, the more intense the situation is, the more time you need to breathe and relax and allow the emotions to simmer down so you can get back inside your frame. So if it's just something you're minorly annoyed at, those 3 breaths are just fine. If it's something a little bit more intense, maybe 10 breaths. If it's something even bigger than that, maybe you need to take 5 minutes to yourself. And if it's a life-changing decision, why don't you sleep on it? Time helps dissolve those emotions and make it more digestible so you can actually see objectively first and subjectively second. So step 2 is take your time. Take some time to breathe. Take some time to think. You can ruin your life in just a moment. So it's worth the time to take just for a couple breaths or even the evening to get your mind straight so you're back inside your frame so you can make wise choices that are within your value system. So once you've relaxed a little bit and you've allowed your emotions to kind of die down so you're back inside your frame, step 3 is to make a decision. Make a decision what you're going to do by first seeing it objectively. What is going on here? Then subjectively, how do I feel about what's actually going on here? And then make a decision. What am I going to do about this? Now, sometimes emotions can run so hot that even making a decision when you slow things down and think about it rationally is difficult. So if you run into that problem where the emotion is so high that even when you're calm, it's hard to make a choice, that's when you want to seek out a mentor. You want to seek out somebody that you admire in that area of life and get their opinion on it. So if it's about relationships, find someone who has a relationship that you admire. If it's about investing, find someone who invests well and get their opinion. If it's about business, if it's about health, whatever it is, you don't have to admire that person in their entirety. You have to admire the area of life of which you're struggling to have to make a decision. So the next time life is coming at you at 1,000 miles a minute, take these 3 steps. Notice that you're outside your frame. Take some deep breaths and slow down, and then make a decision based on objectivity, then subjectivity, then what you are going to decide to do. If you follow these steps, you will avoid emotions ruining your life and taking control of them so you can run your life.